Okay, can somebody who is managing Tyler, yes, our superstar, yeah, Tyler, can you please come forward because you are seriously not reading the room? Oh, by the way, in case other Africans think we would care whether they are going to boycott Tyler, listen, we are also boycotting our own celebrities because they've left us high and dry during our difficult time. So whatever you do to them, we support you. 100% we are behind you. So throwing it on our faces and say, yeah, we are boycotting Tyler, we are boycotting Mafigi Zolo, we are boycotting this DJ and that DJ. Hey, by all means necessary, go ahead. Because we're doing the same thing here in South Africa. So they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. Because at the end of the day, they need to choose a side. What they are doing, they are showing cowardism. They are cowards. They have not learned from our greats, your Miriam Makebas, your Stimela, Mbongeni Ngema. The list is endless. PJ Powers. You know what they did? They stuck their neck out during apartheid and they face apartheid head on with songs, with books, poetry, and even taking to the streets. Yeah, they did. But what happened in the juice of our current celebrities? I think some of them, they are unhappy because their kick is being chased away from South Africa. So they're angry at us. You know what they're doing? Cutting their nose to spite their face type of situation? Some of them, not all of them. Anyways, let's continue. I just thought, let me just let you know that when you are throwing that you are going to be boycotting Tyler, we support you. 100%. We're behind you. We love Tyler. She's a South African. She's a superstar also. But if she is not going to speak on our behalf, or at least take a platform and educate the world about immigration laws of South Africa, then unfortunately, we're also going to support the boycott. But it's just not her that is being boycotted. A whole lot of celebrities, South African, in South Africa, by South Africans. So go ahead. Knock yourselves out. Anyways, let's come to the purpose of this video. So there are some discoveries that are happening during the door-to-door. You know, the one that, what's her name? Mamuluku Kubai hates. But here's the thing, Mamuluku. South Africans, they heard you and they've respected you and they continue to respect you. But we are being frustrated, Minister. But the very people you are saying we should hand things over to them, there are police officers in this country that are just not interested. So maybe you need to come with a strategy in your fortnight addresses to the nation. Because if you are not going to come up with a strategy that is going to twist the arm, because clearly they forgot their training. So now you have to twist their arm to do their work. South Africans call police and say, hey, we know that this particular establishment does not only have a tuck shop. The real business that keeps this establishment the way it is at the back. And at the back, you might find drugs. If you don't find drugs, you are going to find a whole operation of a mortuary that is illegal behind a Spaza shop.
Is she the owner of the house?
No, she's a
Why are you scared to come in now? Come. A funeral, whatever you're watching. It's a morgue No, you scared now. You're asking bodies and their spirits. I don't know people. I'm not going there. 6. So,
There shouldn't be one. There's a prohibition order standing.
So that's my
And if we find a body, then supposed to happen, then it's not supposed to be. There's no bodies. There's a prohibition that is standing with the department, yeah.
But they did not remove their.
They're washing the bodies here. Now the fence is on, so that if somebody died now is in there. Yeah, we're washing the bodies. Yeah, it's the bodies. Yeah, it's the yes, that is not. Yes, not everything. They're working. Yeah, they're working. Yes, everything. So this is not yes, but do everything. That's why she's scared to come in because she knows. Oh. Why are you scared if it's not something?
And I've said this before. I told you guys that I grew up in Hillbrow, and Hillbrow used to look amazing. And then when we started having an influx of foreign nationals, some began to hijack buildings. Do you know that some of these buildings, they turned that building into a mortuary? Yeah, so that means when a Zimbabwean passes away in South Africa, either got mugged by their own people, by the way, because their own people that brought in massive muggings and killings on Hillbrow streets, making Hillbrow the most dangerous city in the world. So they indiscriminately would mug people and unalive them. And if it's a Zimbabwean, they take this Zimbabwean to this makeshift mortuary. Mind you, Hillbrow has Hillbrow Hospital. I don't know what it's called today because they like changing names, this ANC government. There's a Hillbrow Hospital, and just a little bit above, opposite SLN which is the Wits Rest, there's a mortuary, a government mortuary there. But do you think they take the dead there? No. Right opposite the government mortuary, there's another mortuary run by Zimbabweans, opposite the government mortuary. I don't know today if it's still there, but for the longest time, I've known that on this side of the street is the government mortuary, and right across is the Zimbabwean. But if you go into Hillbrow from the beginning of Pretoria Street, you will find 4 or 5 illegal mortuaries owned by Zimbabweans. I don't know if today they registered them and they're legit. I have no idea. But I am letting you know that if the police thoroughly did their jobs, and I think they know these things are happening, but they take protection fee. So they let these makeshift mortuaries to exist, which is a hazard to the residents of Hillbrow. Because we don't know if they are following the protocols of owning a mortuary and running a mortuary. I don't know. But yeah, if the police really went into these hijacked buildings, you will find a lot of illegal mortuaries there. I've said it before. Once upon a time, they found an entire chicken run, I don't know, business of some sort in one building. Yeah, they had hundreds of chickens that they were selling. So there's a lot going on, and the minister and her fortnight addresses, as long as they are not decisive in what they tell us, all of this is just a waste of time. If you are not going to set a date when all of this is going to be done or gonna commerce, or when people are going to leave, put a date. Show balls by putting a date. Your counterparts in Africa, they're not playing games with South Africa. They are concise. They are decisive on us. And then we are playing the good ones. Oh, hi. Well, we are doing this. We are trying to educate. Sugar. Decisiveness. When are we going to see this done and the date? As long as we don't have dates, as long as we don't see diggings or let's put it this way, something that is visible, if we don't see cranes and all these gandagandas and what by our borders, and they are working digging for a wall, not a wall that is easily jumpable. If we don't see those things happening, you are spitting nothing but hot air. You're spitting nothing but hot air. And I think the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development, as a chairperson of IMC, ma'am, can you tone down on threatening South Africans in every speech? Can you, Tony, we understand that you have to appease your handles in Africa. Can you, Tony, because y'all don't know how to talk to us. You'll talk to us like we are children. Can we not do that in the next 2 weeks when you are going to address us? But what you need to do is you need to start making arrests of the same authorities that you are sending us to when they refuse to do their work. When they do capture the criminal and the next thing they release them somewhere in the bushes. You've seen the videos, Minister. There's no way that you did not see those videos where the community captures, or not captures, they call the police, they capture the criminal or the suspect, and then they drive with the suspect, and the community thinks, oh, well done, 555. We're no longer going to have an illegal problem here. And then in the bushes, without realizing that there are cameras everywhere, South Africans have become journalists, informal journalists, let me put it that way. Because you'll never know. In the bushes, imagine you thinking that we are driving to these bushes, who's going to be there? Who's going to be there? And then they expose them, releasing the people that the community just called the police. So what happens to those police officers? That is what you need to tell us. So that when we see it, we call you, Minister, and say, okay, Minister, here's the video evidence. Do what you said you are going to do. Not this nonsense of every time. You find it easy. You'll find it easy to chastise us. But the people that are causing harm, pain, and suffering to South Africans, no. We're just going to say something in passing. Nigerians were attacking South African police, attacking the very rule of law. But no, when you're just, it's going to be an arbiter, and then you move on. What is going to happen to those Nigerians? That's what we want to hear from you. Don't tell us that you're not allowed to attack the police. We know you're not allowed. We don't do it. But now it has happened. What happens to those people? And they're not even South Africans. But you find it very easy to chastise us and treat us like we are children. I have an issue with that. I have an issue. We know that you have to appease your handlers in Africa, but not in our name anymore. We do nothing wrong. All we have done thus far is adhere to your call because we respect you. We respect the government. This is our power that we have to respect, but you don't respect us. Always threatening us. The recent threat was impersonation. Impersonation, because we want to exercise Section 42. So now you want to label Section 42 as impersonation. Come on, ma'am. Come on. These people are not going to take us serious if you are not going to take us serious. Mortuaries are getting discovered. What is going to happen? Because you know it's your favorite people that are running these informal mortuaries. The Somalis. Yeah, your favorite child. Why are they here? When are they leaving? There's no war in Somalia anymore. That is what South Africans want to know. When is the date? They keep coming through, by the way, in trucks. They get intercepted in Zambia or in Botswana. Destination, South Africa. So it's quite clear that they get the news back in Somalia. But no, we're going to ignore that because the government is our friend, recognizes us as refugees. That's what they say every time. We are recognized refugees. Recognized refugees that came in droves, in trucks, where there's no war right now. No, Minister, we are not stupid. We are not stupid. Now, South Africans, what must they do? Because that pastor who was pretending to be a pastor in South Africans ended up saying, eat your own product. How many times was he released by the police? Every time the community says, there's a man pretending to be a pastor selling drugs to our children. The same authority you talk about, they are not doing anything. What are South Africans supposed to do, Madam Minister? What are we supposed to do? The authorities are not interested. They are friends with these people. They are in the pockets of these people. And these people even tell South Africans, I pay too much money for me to leave South Africa and leave my shop. And at the back of that shop, something more horrible going on. What are South Africans supposed to do, Minister? You never say what we're supposed to do. What are we supposed to do? Hey, this country. I keep telling South Africans, you have the wrong people in government. They are indecisive. They don't know whether they're going or coming. They think by calling a press conference and giving us a talk shop resolutions, they've done their work. No action. We see no action. No implementation. No deadlines. Nothing. No walls going up in the air. No deportations. Nigerians in Lindela are begging the government to come and collect them. But if the thing was other way, oh, trust me, South Africa would have ran until we were shot like this. But because we are South Africans, we are sheepish. Everything, oh, yes, Ubuntu, Ubuntu. Hey, Ubuntu, Ubuntu, Ubuntu. Hey, Ubuntu, Ubuntu, Ubuntu. How is it working for us? How is it working for us, Ubuntu? No, guys, I cannot wait for the third year to hit so that we go to fresh elections. 2029 is too far. We need people who are precise, decisive, and will act immediately. I'm going to send a convoy. The convoy gets there. It's led by a sheepish person. Who's going to take him seriously? I ain't afraid to know. We think we are moving forward. We are going backwards. We are going backwards. They keep calling a press conference every 2 weeks. And you think, oh, okay, maybe this time they're going to have something tangible. No. There's always a threat against South Africans. Always a threat. Always a threat. What about threatening those that are here illegally and committing crimes and beating up our police? What about them? What are you afraid of? This is upsetting. Ay, nyamagwala nina. No, you need to be told plain and simple. You're afraid of Ghana and Nigeria. Sis man. Nyasdaisa. They are taking decisive decisions. They're not even relenting. Oh, okay, we heard the special convoy that came from South Africa. No, they are more adamant than ever. But I want to let the African continent to know that South Africans, no, we are not stopping. You can call us every name in the book. We are not stopping cleaning our country of illegal foreigners. Call it whatever you want. And you are not going to take away our sticks. If our sticks are making you uncomfortable, maybe it's time you learned about South African cultures. I'm talking to the Western media. Context is everything. It shows your ignorance as well. So educate yourself instead of associating our stakes with hunting down illegal foreigners. Where did you see us hunting down illegal foreigners when we're in one place and we are marching going forward this way? You're embarrassing yourselves, international media. Embarrassing yourselves. It is as if you don't know what research is. Ask questions like, why do they carry sticks? And then, who knows, you'll get very well educated and enlightened. Anyways, I just thought, let me cough up what's in my chest. But when it comes to the boycotting of our celebrities, guys, we are boycotting our celebrities ourselves. We want them to condemn illegal foreigners. We want them to condemn the killing of South African children by illegal foreigners. We want them to condemn illegal foreigners that are kidnapping our girls and turning them into prostitutes. We want our celebrities to condemn all the ills that are happening in our communities because of illegal foreigners, particularly Nigerians. So if Nigeria wants to boycott Tyler, thank goodness. But the management of Tyler, are y'all dumb? Why not read the room? Why not read the room? By the way, read the room for South Africa too. Yeah. Read the room for South Africa too. Anyways, let me leave the video right here. And I need to run, get myself a shower. This is the first time I'm doing a video without showering. And I need to run some errands, come back, and continue watching the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. I'll see you later. Goodbye.